Evening, guys. How we all doing today? Hope we're all having a good one. Today, it was my honest rankings of every single Star Wars movie. We have the whole tier list. It's unstoppable, enjoyable, fun, and disgraceful. Starting off with Attack of the Clones. Now, I find this to be a very inoffensive movie, but at the same time being offensive. I don't know why. I think the whole idea of the Attack of the Clones definitely should have been more of the main base. I wish we had more with the clones, but we only got to see that little bit at the end of the clones. I wanted to see a lot more than that, but we didn't really get to. Also, a lot of the romance scenes were just really cringy. For that, I'll put it at enjoyable. Very respectful, enjoyable. Next up, we have one of the best, in my opinion, Empire Strikes Back, if not the best. Very arguable. You can make a very good case for it being the best Star Wars movie ever made, and ever will be made. Just very fun, beginning to end. A lot of build up to that fight between Darth Vader and Luke. I almost said Lucas. Overall, really good, really big cliffhanging ending, and it really sets up the third movie in the original trilogy very, very well. For that, I'm gonna give it unbeatable. I made up my mind. Unbeatable for it. Next up, we have The Force Awakens. I find it the peak at the sequels, and I think The Force Awakens was a very safe move by Disney, making it pretty much a copy and paste of the fourth one with a little bit more to it. To be honest, I think it is one of the better movies, actually. I do really enjoy it. There's not really much to complain about it. Some of the new characters get kind of wasted in the other movies, but that doesn't really matter, so... Not to The Force Awakens, at least. For that, I'm giving it the tier list of fun. It's just fun, and it can't really be more than that. Although that might be a very hot topic, putting The Force Awakens above the Attack of the Clones, I think that is reasonable. Now, next up, possibly the worst movie in all the franchise, The Last Jedi. I mean, it's really just vague, boring, plain. At one point, you think a character's gonna sacrifice themselves to give everybody else a chance. Then this person just comes in and rams into them to stop them from sacrificing themselves to save everybody else. What the heck? I mean, the movie's kind of a mess. I didn't like what they did with Luke. Luke definitely could have been a lot cooler, and they could definitely used him in a much better way. Kind of had a redeeming part at the end. But overall, I mean, the movie's just kind of a stinker. I'm going to say disgraceful for this one. Is a movie I do feel a lot of sympathy for, just for nostalgia. And that's A New Hope. I actually watched this the other day with my younger brother, and I was finding, holy crap, I do like this a lot more. This is, a genuine good movie. It's not just because nostalgia or whatever you can make an argument for. It's just a really fun movie, and I don't think it's any more than that, and I don't think it's anything less. I think they did a really good job setting up the whole, rest of the universe. Love it. It's going in the fun category. Very fun. This next one gets a lot of heat for being one of the most boring movies and stuff. The older I get, the more I appreciate this movie. Phantom Menace. I think it's really good, and I think it gets overlooked a lot. Severely underrated. I think this is definitely a great movie. I like the introduction to Anakin, very nice. Seeing Obi-Wan as a young lad, and Qui-Gon's very awesome. Darth Maul is even cooler. And then that suspense of, hey, who's this guy, like, playing a little bit of the both sides here? Who the heck is this? Great movie. A great fight scene at the end, honestly. If you're not really big into Star Wars, I think you'll still find that fight enjoyable. And I do like, Maul's really cool despite only saying a couple lines. Now, next one is one that gets so much hate and gets very overlooked from the movie before it. Return of the Jedi. You know, if Empire Strikes Back never existed, I think Return of the Jedi is looked at as a top 2, maybe even the best Star Wars movie. It's wonderful. Like, what is there not to love about it? The beginning is a bit odd and a little bit slow, but the farther you get on, the better it gets and leads to an amazing climax and a great ending to the original trilogy. I really, really, really like it. It's possibly my favorite Star Wars movie. It's really tough between unbeatable and great. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go unbeatable. Give me unbeatable, baby. Give me Iguodala. And here comes another movie that's also underrated, and I think is great. Rogue One takes a story about a couple characters you've never met and really don't have any sympathy for. Then you turn them into very, very good characters. Even leading Andor into his own show, which is very, very good. Recommend 100%. I think we'll put it at fun just because I don't feel like it is better than The Force Awakens. I think it's kind of on the same level as Attack of the Clones, but I still think it's on that level of Force Awakens. Now on to possibly the best Star Wars movie ever made, Revenge of the Sith. I think it's top 2, and it's really tough between that and Return of the Jedi. I no longer, a lot of people are like, Empire Strikes Back is a great movie, and that it is, but I do not think it's top 2 caliber, and I think Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith would definitely take the cake on that. Now, I'm going to put this at unbeatable. I think it's the best Star Wars movie, and it's not necessarily by a lot. Anakin's whole arc is amazing. Obi-Wan, I think they nail everybody's arc brilliantly. The reveal of the big bad, a lot of great fight scenes. Obi-Wan. Spoiler real quick, hey, if you have not seen this movie and you tend to, I suggest you mute me. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm gonna be on. The Obi-Wan Anakin fight is brilliant. Everything about it is so good. You can see these two going all out. First time you really see that in a Star Wars movie, because remember, episode 5, Darth Vader's holding back a little bit. He's like, "This is my son, right? So I don't want to kill him, do I?" And then, Darth Vader in episode 6 also holding back a little bit. He's like, "Oh wait, I can't kill my son again." And oh gosh, he's gonna kill me. And I feel like this is the first time you can see two characters going all out on each other, and it's just such an intense moment. Order 66, very sad. Brings a tear in my eye every time I watch it. So for that, unbeatable. Now this is what's it called? Spoiler free, so. Two, this is one. I think it's a little too much hate. I think they did a good job at just making it fun. It's fun. It's a fun movie. Who on earth would not enjoy this movie? Solo. I think it's fun, and I think it's what they wanted it to be, just fun. They don't want it to be like this life-changing, character-changing thing. No, it's just fun. Give you a little bit of background on Han Solo, and it's beautiful. Yeah, some of those shots there are just beautiful. Love how you kind of explore a little bit of the crime organizations. Very awesome. I'm going to give that movie fun. Ah! Oof. Scared myself there. Alright, one movie I'm not passionate about at all, and I think we'd be better off without it. Rise of Skywalker, just, I think The Last Jedi can be a little bit excusable, You're not always going to have a swing and a home run, but at the same time, you kind of have to expect a little bit more from a Star Wars movie. Rise of Skywalker was supposed to wrap up the sequels in a very good way, try to explain Palpatine's return in a reasonable way. I would have loved a little bit more context on that. I mean, the plot's a mess. Characters really don't get anything resolved. It's like, what's cool about this movie? I don't know. There's nothing fun about it. That's my opinion. If you like Rise of Skywalker, that's you. I can't say anything about change your opinions. These are just mine. But I'm putting this at terrible. Or it's not called terrible. What's it called? Unbearable, I think. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you go give a like and a subscribe. Make sure you also go reach out and give my boy One Fast Kid Aaron some support. Just started YouTube the day of filming this. I don't know when this video is going up. Yeah, so go give him some love, give him a little bit of the notification bell, then the subscribe, then the like button, and then I don't know if comments are on in this video. Comment if they are on. And if they're not, yeah. Thank you all for watching. This is Schmoopy Thomas signing off.